in an idyllic world, I would say I would not go out with an actor.
Things are getting very rough for Amber Heard. From her inability to pay the $15 million settlement to Johnny Depp, all the way to all the other events that have ultimately destroyed her acting career. New information regarding the case has come on the surface, and in today's video, we're going to go over everything that truly matters. Make sure to stick around till the end, because you don't want to miss out on the shocking updates. After the trial concluded with the outstanding victory of Johnny Depp, Amber Heard was required by the jury to pay Johnny upwards of $15 million in damages, whilst Johnny has to pay her a modest $2 million. Since the verdict, both of them have individually filed for an appeal in an attempt to avoid having to pay such a sum. What could potentially happen that can stop Amber or Johnny from having to pay millions of dollars? The answer came directly from the mouth of the jury, which will ultimately determine if an appeal will be accepted by any of them, which would drastically reduce or dismiss the money that will need to be given to either person. Many people are speculating if Amber Heard can get away by blaming everything on a mental disorder.
Words, or she would have wine thrown in her face.
For the ones not familiar with the verdict, Heard was labeled as mentally disordered in the trial by a professional psychotherapist. Her alleged narcissism and pathological lying have been talked about by professionals, which were present within the trial, issuing the claim that she is knowingly abusing this for her own benefit. Before one of the doctors concluded her statements in the trial, she also alleged, "Lying is second nature for her. It is a way of life." This whole trial has been one big lie on her part. Many of us, real survivors of domestic violence, agree to that. However, regardless of this, many professionals have lashed out, claiming that these disorders Heard had been diagnosed with are not proven medical conditions, yet simply highly controversial labels in the psychiatric world.
He's an incredible presence, he's an incredibly talented actor, and he's wonderful to be around.
Fans of Johnny Depp are going crazy when it comes to Amber Heard potentially going back to her Aquaman 2 role soon, despite the effort of over 4 million online signatures for her to be replaced. Though Johnny seems to be not far behind in terms of getting back into acting, since it's highly speculated from inside sources that he will soon be back with Disney and his popular movie franchise, none other than the Pirates of the Caribbean. But wait, this isn't as simple as it sounds. Amber Heard will not easily get back to work if she is not able to pay 8 figures in damages to Johnny. And the question keeps arising everywhere, can she afford it? To answer this question, she might be on the brink of bankruptcy if her appeal gets denied or Johnny doesn't request a smaller amount of money to make it easier for her. Being certain in such a scenario isn't possible, since her true net worth cannot be accurately tracked by any source. Her assets have remained reasonably secretive from the media, which doesn't allow an estimate to be made via financial experts with all the available information online in regards to her assets. Who knows? She might have dozens of Rolex watches in her bag, but that still won't be close to the over $10 million settlement she has to pay in case her appeal doesn't end up helping her out at the end of the day. The trouble for Amber Heard has truly just begun. Even more questions would arise in the scenario that the actress would be unable to pay, which would also mean that she would lose everything she owns and still be heavily in debt in case her net worth is much below the settlement. Such colossal amounts of money would make some of the richest people alive feel like they have been stripped of a massive chunk of wealth anyway. 10 million is undoubtedly a very big deal, even for the wealthiest, let alone a young actress without a stable income or reasonable backup. Many cannot help but feel bad for her, while a small community of her fans on Twitter feel like she deserved less trouble at the end of the day. Both conflicting sides keep engaging one another, and from civil conversations all the way to aggressive and heavily insulting comments online, drama that has been going on ever since the beginning of the trial between the two renowned actors is still continuing. At the end of the day, if Johnny feels pity for Amber at any moment, he can simply lift the need of her to pay, or allow her to negotiate the payment that she has to make to him. While we all know the actor has a big heart, it is more than understandable for most that he should not show compassion and demand what he's owed to him legally. Controversies on this have significantly risen within the past few days, leading to many trending tabs on Twitter popping up. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. That's all for now, folks. Let us know what you think about this crazy situation in the comments below. And we will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.